get Christmas cards sent to you?
Live.
Oh no.
No, we're not live. Yeah. We are live. No, I don't. Not really.
Is it a religious thing?
Yeah. It's a preference thing.
Okay. Keep that Christmas card away from my house.
You think the Grinch was Jewish?
No.
Yeah.
No, I think he was Italian,
Yeah. So he's Christian.
Roman Catholic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's just in church.
Hairy
rest of the
arms. Yeah.
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 Oh, we got a quick clap.
Oh, we got a clap.
We forgot to clap last week. 3, 2, 1.
That was a good clap.
Yeah, that might have been our best one.
The best clap so far?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Well, welcome back to episode 26, right?
Yep.
Episode 26, we're on it like flies on shit.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Well-
flies on honey, you know?
I wonder if there's like shit flies don't like bird shit. I never see flies on bird shit.
That is true. I wonder what's the best shit for a fly to check out.
Yeah.
What's a fly's favorite shit?
Probably like a sugary shit.
Well, have you heard him say you attract more flies with honey than shit? My dad told me that, and it was in reference to like how I was it was like I was on a job site and I was working, and he was like, "Oh yeah, if they're being difficult, buy them something. Come in with like coffee for the crew." I was having trouble with like I'm kind of remembering it. I was having trouble with like a scaffolding crew or a forklift operator. I think it was maybe a forklift operator, and he would he was so slow to get over to us to help us. And I know we were low priority on the job site. Long story short, I went back and forth with this guy a couple times. I couldn't figure him out. And I talked to my dad. My dad's like, "Well, you attract more flies with honey than shit. Bring him in lunch tomorrow." And so then I
like that
brought
saying.
a ton of sub sandwiches in, gave it to him and the other forklift operator and everything. Come to find out, the next day, he's like first to come help us out. Everything we needed, he took care of us first and then went and did everything else,
Yeah.
which saved us like 6 hours, bro.
That's
So,
cool. I thought you were gonna say you came in with like a bunch of honey.
No.
I had a friend who in like so there's a big Russian population in LA, and my friend was Russian and our math teacher was Russian, our professor. And my friend never did the homework, he never like took the test seriously, but they were both Russian, you know? And he's like, "Dude, I'm going to pass." I'm like, "How are you going to pass this class? Like, you don't show up, you don't do anything in the class." On the day of the final, he brings in like the nicest bottle of whiskey for the professor, and he passes.
No way.
Yeah.
Why not a bottle of vodka?
Or it might have been vodka. I think it
Okay.
was vodka. I don't. Yeah, I fucked
That's
that up.
awesome.
Yeah. So.
One time in college, the teacher was going to fail me for the class, and I made up like a story. I might have told this already.
Tell
on
it
the
again.
podcast. I remember I made up a story about how like my aunt moved in with us, and she's been like a villain, and she's been like, "You're not gonna graduate school, and you shouldn't be in college." And then I like added on like I was the first in my family to go to college, and my aunt's like super against it, and that like I've been. Bro, I catered it to the teacher because like she was a big. I'm such a piece of shit. She was a big Bang Theory fan, and so I was like, we bonded over that just early on in the school, because I did love that show. So I'd be like, "Hey, did you see the new episode?" You know, it was still on TV. It was fresh like that, and I told her I was like, I've even been DVRing and recording Big Bang Theory, and she knows it's the only thing I look forward to, so she's been deleting them. I go, my crazy aunt's been deleting them, and then like, you don't deserve college, you don't deserve nothing. And I did like this, because she brought me in to be like, "Hey, I'm failing you. There's no way out of this." Da da da. And I I looked down and then I summoned my like Oscar worthy thing, and I looked up and I go, "Did I ever tell you my aunt moved in?" And just started down a rabbit hole that got me another chance. She didn't just blindly pass me, but she gave me another chance to get some work done. And then I was able to get like the answers from someone else.
If that was like a Curb Your Enthusiasm episode, like a few months after the class, like you're in the grocery store like with your aunt and you bump into the teacher.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And that whole situation transpires.
The teacher sticks up for me.
Yeah. You know, you should
You don't need to. He doesn't deserve that from you. This
it's like, what?
boy was crying in my office. And how dare you be barren and not be able to have kids and take it out on your sister's kid?
Yeah.
He told me. He told me all about you. You couldn't have kids. When his mother had the baby, you tried to kill her so you could adopt the baby.
Yeah.
You're an evil woman.
Yeah.
And deleting his TiVo,
Yeah.
like whatever. I don't even know what it would have been back then.
She's like, I'm from out of town.
Yeah.
Dude, that
Go back to where you came from.
Yeah.
Leave this child alone.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you had to do what you had to do, right?
Yep.
You know?
Right after we graduated high school, I worked in the King Soopers meat department. And
Interesting.
I remember I bumped into a middle school teacher at Westlake who hated me, and she came to the meat department. And
She's like, I want a pound of pastrami.
yeah, she was like so satisfied to see that I was working in the meat department.
Like, good for you, or that's where she knew you'd end up.
Exactly. Yeah, that's where she knew I'd end up. I was like,
That's so
"Fuck
funny.
yeah." I'm like, this is a summer job.
You, did you fuck with her order?
No, dude, they didn't like me at the meat department. I fucked everything up.
Ugh.
Dude, it was so
Slicers
bad.
and everything?
Yeah,
Those are
like,
hard.
like they had me like cut the steaks and I just like cut them into squares. And I was like, what's wrong
They're
with
like,
squares?
it's supposed to be a T-bone.
Yeah. Like, what's wrong with square steak?
That's funny. Steakums.
I just invented something for you people.
I'm glad I never worked. You know, I never worked in a restaurant until I was like a full-on adult.
What restaurant did you work at?
Well, the one I'm at now. But I did in college. I worked at the Philly cheesesteak place for a little bit.
Philly cheesesteak.
120th and Sheridan. And it was the first time that I worked with a guy, and I was like, it was the first time I met like an alcoholic. And he was the line cook. He was the grill guy.
Yeah.
And I was like, why is this guy so puffy and red all the time?
Yeah.
And then I'd ask him, I'd be like, because he was always so angry too, but kind of quiet, would stick to himself. And I remember asking him, like, what do you do when you get off work?
Yeah.
Because he wasn't chatty or anything like that. And he told me, and it was, he would drink Kentucky Deluxe by the handle and play video games on his computer.
Oh, wow.
So he was like, and it wasn't video games like
League of Legends, World of Warcraft.
Well, it wasn't ones where you have friends. It was like a solo RPG that he's like a Skyrim or something.
Yeah, yeah. Skyrim's a lonely game.
Yeah. It was so much fun though. I remember Skyrim was one of the first games that blew my mind because I always wanted to just be able to shoot arrows at a woolly mammoth.
Yeah, yeah. You can do that.
I like an open roam game. I'm pretty sure that Star Wars just released one that got bad reviews.
Too bad.
And it was their big open world explore everything game. But the best game yet to come is have you seen what's it called? Starfleet or something like that? It's like the real beautiful crowd-funded game where people have spent millions for like the last 10 years, and you could fly from a planet.
There's like a million planets in the game. Yeah.
And you fly into a planet and you got to take into account its gravity and
and
all that shit. And like you could like
it's like Nowhere Land or like or fuck. I know what you're talking about.
Yes, it is. I think I know what you're talking about too. It's that game, but Star Wars universe with Star Wars stuff.
Yeah, that would be cool. And you're like a bounty hunter, or you could be a Jedi,
or if they were able to make like a what was that? What was that? Ready Player One.
Mm-hmm.
If they're able to make that game, where you could go planet to planet and everyone has their own character, but you could be in like the Marty McFly car, or you could be in an X-wing, or you could be, that's the ultimate game.
Yeah. Yeah. Real quick, back to the meat department real quick. You'll appreciate this. My coworker also hated me. I believe his name was AJ. And AJ was he was a juggalo, like super into ICP.
Uh-oh.
And I just remember one day asking him, I'm like, "Did you hear the new Eminem album?" He's like, "I don't listen to that shit."
I knew a couple juggalos.
I bet you this guy maybe knew your brother. Because wasn't your brother a juggalo?
Big time.
I bet you, because AJ was way older than me. So I bet they knew each other.
Yeah. What was his juggalo name?
I didn't ask.
I'm surprised he like wore the AJ name tag.
He don't have a choice at King Supers.
My brothers, you want to know what his was?
Huh.
Corey Too Dope.
Corey Too Dope.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that sounds good. Was he a rapper? Did he rap? No.
No, he couldn't rap, and he was kind of jealous of me when I was like, writing stuff. And then he always had this idea. He tried to later in life, and then he was like, "Take me like with you, put me on." He didn't say it like that, but he was like assuming that I was just gonna like write his way. And I said, "Corey, I'm not gonna put you on if you suck." And I remember he laughed about it, but he was like so on to the idea of it, and then I told him that, and he goes, "You right." I was like, "Come on, man." And then I remember him telling me like, "But I could do shit. I'm gonna sell your merch." And I was like, "You can sell my merch." And he goes, "It don't just have to be merch. I can sell other stuff too." I was like, "What?" That's where you're kind of pushing it. Yeah. And I was like, "Don't sell drugs. I don't want anything to get us in trouble." But he goes, "No." He goes, "I'll bring a cooler and sell bean burritos. You don't have to keep them in the fridge." He's like, "We'll sell everything. I'll sell bean burritos and mixtapes." And I'm like, I can't knock the hustle.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't turn down the selling of bean burritos either.
Yeah. Just beans?
Well, like bean and cheese burritos, whatever keeps easy in a cooler. I would sell burritos and mixtapes.
Yeah.
I thought about taking my old comic books to the W and selling those.
Can you sell them to like Mutiny?
Probably not get a lot for them. I don't think Mutiny. At least Mutiny, when it was over here, they were more in the business of new comics weekly, not like old collections. I mean, they'd take them if it was really nice, but he was really more into albums, buying albums from people, and buying books. Like, he is one of the last true. I'm talking about Jim from Mutiny. Shout out. Go see their new location.
Where's that at?
Ooh, Inglewood, I want to say.
It's probably way cheaper rent.
No, I don't know what happened, but they got. I loved them on Ellsworth and Broadway. I wish they would have stayed there.
Yeah, that's a great location.
Well, I think the city was fucking with them. So I think it's just further down Broadway, if I'm not to be mistaken. But go look it up, Mutiny Info Cafe. He's one of the last true like. I run a quality bookstore that has like crazy finds in it. Like it's got like he's like on the hunt for first editions of this and that and they had wild shit in there, bro. I'm pretty sure like that's the store you'd find like a real spell book in or like a something you open up and it's like the Necronomicon or something.
What's a Necronomicon?
It's like the Book of the Dead from Evil
Oh.
Dead.
Oh.
But I'm just saying, like, they had stuff in there that was so old, and it was already such a, not a creepy place, but like, so
Historically
against
creepy.
the grain
Mm-hmm.
that I felt like they would have had some culty stuff in there.
Yeah.
You know,
That stuff, like
there is a witch store. Have you been to the witch store?
in Denver,
I think it's in Arvada.
dude. I don't fuck with that stuff. I don't
You're
like
trying to find somebody possessed.
That's
Maybe we go to the
different.
witch store and see if anyone looks possessed.
Yeah, maybe we
Bless
interview.
you.
No, that's like riskier to interview a witch.
Yeah, I'd always be afraid a witch is gonna do something to me. I sometimes have made fun of witches during like comedy shows. If they're in the room,
Mm-hmm.
I'd be like, "What are you guys gonna do later? Hail Satan." I think I've said that to a few witches. Or no, there was like Satan. There was like death metal dudes one time at Lions Lair, and I remember I asked them if they. I go, "What do you guys try to get in your seances? Pussy or something like that?"
Yeah.
And they've been so cool with me ever since I roasted the shit out of them.
Wait, who is that?
These are just like local Denver metalhead dudes that are always frequenting Lions Lair at like late at night, but they're fucking always in there.
Lions Lair is where the Gong Show is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Gong
okay.
Show every Tuesday, 9:30. Sign up.
Mm-hmm.
And people should come to the Gong Show. The Gong Show's crazy now. Last Tuesday I got gonged at 2 minutes and like 55 seconds.
Is that your record?
No, I made the 7-minute club before, but
Oh wow.
it
Oh,
was also a different time.
255 is short. What am I saying?
At 2 minutes, they hit the drumsticks and anybody can gong you.
Yeah.
And you can't, if you get gonged, you can't ask or throw a challenge flag unless you're 3.5 minutes in.
And what does that mean?
That means like if you've already been up there for 3.5 minutes and they gong you, you could throw a challenge flag. But if you've been up there for 5 minutes and they gong you, you're out. You don't
Fair.
get to throw a challenge flag. But there's
Fair.
a sweet spot between 3 minutes and 30 seconds and 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you throw a challenge flag, the bar decides if you go or you don't.
Oh, that's cool.
So even
it's
if
not
you,
the
I've seen
crowd.
people, no, the crowd decides.
Well, no, but I'm saying the crowd doesn't decide the challenge.
No, the challenge flag is just like, I'm going to keep telling jokes, start my time where it left off, and it just nullifies the gong. So, like, if the whole bar's into somebody, and one guy's like, I'm going to be a dick, and he goes and he gongs it, and you throw the challenge flag, and they're like, yeah, that guy was being a dick, keep going.
Oh, the bar would do that. Yeah.
You start up
Mhm.
again right where you left off.
I see.
Oh, hi, handsome.
Yeah.
But if you you only get that between 3 minutes and 5 minutes, 3.5 minutes and 5 minutes. They got a lot of rules to the Gong Show now, but it's a lot of fun, dude.
Tell me what you think about this bit. It's like, you know, when you hook up with a girl, the like Latinas are like, oh, papi, like, you know, they're speaking Spanish in the bedroom, and like that's fucking hot, right? Like it's so hot, like when they're speaking their language and they're spicy, they're into it. Same with like Russian or Ukrainian girls, they're like, I'll break off your dick and shove it up your ass. It's like, yeah, like I'm down for that, you know, like that sounds hot. But for some reason, like Asian girls, it's not hot when they do. It's like, oh no, fucking me, ah, da, 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 da. You know, it's like, it's not as hot. Is that a funny bit? I gotta write the Asian punchline
I was gonna
better.
say you'd have to lay out the 3 experiences. You have to be
I
like,
kind of rush through them.
yeah,
Yeah.
or you just be like, you know, date a Russian girl, and it's da 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 da. Because the Russian one is kind of your punchline because she says she's gonna break your dick off,
Yeah.
shove it up your ass. I would do 2 normal and then change it up.
But
But if you're just trying to shit on Asian chicks, say they fucking sound like I don't know, they like sound like a squeak toy or something like that.
Like, so I shouldn't do an impression of
Well,
an Asian girl.
I will say
It's
impressions.
get a little dicey. Yeah.
I just think they're hard to pull off. Let me hear your Asian girl again.
Oh, you fucked me wrong time. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Fuck yeah. Yeah. You fuck me. Oh yeah. Fuck you.
Sounds like an ugly Asian chick. Can you can you like? I closed my eyes and I was like, what?
Yeah.
Can I hear it as
But-
an audience?
But my
member?
Russian girl, you're like, ooh.
What's the Russian one again? Go ahead.
Yes, fuck me. I will break your dick off and shove it up ass.
That sounds like a Russian man.
Oh, okay.
Channel that Olga, dude. You are Olga, not Ogar, not
Oh.
Igor.
Oh, you want to fuck my ass? I can't do it. You want to?
No, here, let me set the
Oh.
backstory for the character, and then you
Fuck.
believe it and do it. All right.
Uh-huh.
Olga,
Mm-hmm.
no last name.
Olga.
No last name because it's tied to bad shit back in Russia.
My name is
Not yet.
My name is Olga,
No,
and I will break your dick off and shove it up ass.
no. See that?
So I can't do it. I can't do a girl Russian. That's so hard.
Well, hold on. Let me tell you what she does for work now.
That's not gonna help me.
Olga now lives in the United States,
Okay.
and she teaches ballet.
Oh.
She teaches ballet to
Oh.
rich Cherry Creek kids, or like, you know,
If I heard-
she has a herd of young, affluent white children
If
that
I-
she is training viciously, might I say,
Mm-hmm.
to be like Russian ballet.
Mm-hmm.
And she's from Russia, and they call her Miss Olga because they don't know her last name, because her last name is tied to mafia activity back in the motherland.
Okay, I can't. That doesn't help. I can't
So,
do it.
We'll try her now.
Oh.
Now that you know like what's
My
going on in
name-
her life,
Yeah, my name is.
she just got off teaching these kids.
Mm-hmm. Okay, my name is Olga,
Mm-mm.
and I am
You're
looking
not-
for Russian man or American man.
Take the accent out of it and just try to do a chick.
My name's Olga, and I'm
What's with the timing of that? It's slow. It's talking a normal cadence. Talking a second. You're trying to
Hey.
seduce the person.
Hey, sugar.
Where did? No.
That's black.
Kind of. Yeah.
So I can do black.
Black or
I
grandma.
can do black girl, Asian girl, Valley girl. Like,
Let me hear your Valley girl.
oh my god, you fucking bitch.
Even your Valley girl has like a bass, too much bass in it.
Oh my fucking god, you fucking bitch. That's a little better, right?
It is a little better, yeah.
Yeah.
It's going in the right direction.
But-
do like a alto,
Like that.
do the girl that's gonna be like, it's either a whisper, that's how you achieve a girl voice, or it's like a
Hello.
high tone.
Hello, my name is.
No, so you keep going like, you keep going with like these thick bitches. You know, they all might be chicks,
Dick.
but they're thick.
Well, I
dude.
was abused by a Russian nurse.
What was her name?
I think her name might have been Olga.
No last name.
You know what she did? So I like broke my hand, and
It's
I-
not what she did; it's what she had to do.
no, she had to. So I go to the hospital. I broke my hand. This is in Israel, by the way, and there's a lot of Russians out there, and she talked like my Russian impression, and she's like, I have to give you a shot, and I'm like, okay, and she literally like flips me over onto my stomach, right, and she pulls down my pants.
Nice.
And I'm like, wait, I'm getting a shot in my butt. She's like, yes, hold still. And she like takes the needle and puts the shot in my butt. But right when she does it, I flex my butt so that the needle doesn't go in. And she's like, release. I'm like, what?
Release.
And she's like this. She's like, she starts slapping my butt. She's like, release, 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 release. I'm like, what are you doing?
She's just trying to hit the cheek, right?
Yeah, yeah. She was slapping my butt to release. I'm like, oh my
That's
god,
hilarious.
I'm getting more than what I paid for.
Yeah. She sounds like a good lady.
Yeah,
She was up to nothing bad at all.
yeah.
Russians in Israel. I want to go to Israel. Does that make me a bad guy?
Yeah, dude.
I don't know.
Colonizer.
Fuck.
Just kidding.
It's what's so crazy is like I'm at this time in my life where I was never taught world anything more than like what they try to teach you in school, which how much can you trust that? And now like I'm at an age where I'm expected to have an opinion or to pick a side or to like at the very least I'm expected to know generally the story or what's going on, and I just am so disconnected from all of it, but I feel guilty and bad that do I need to be a part of the discussion?
Yeah.
Is there something
Yeah,
I
you
need to do? See,
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
what to do. I think I'm just gonna
Yeah.
watch TV and write jokes. I'm
Well, I
just
mean,
not plugged
that's
in.
part of writing jokes is just staying up to date with current events too. You know,
Yeah, but I think, well, I don't know.
you don't
I
have
think
to.
I might be a comedian that never touches politics.
Well,
Just because,
but current events doesn't have to mean politics though. Like a current event that just happened is like that. The CEO of the health insurance company was just shot. Like, you know, that's not political.
what's the joke there?
all
Let's write a joke
we're
about it.
all glad he died.
He was the leader of what?
He was the CEO of a health insurance like conglomerate.
Health insurance. See, here's where I'm disconnected.
Yeah.
What's health insurance? I know, but I don't know, and I don't got it.
So
And I don't know why
basically,
people
I'll
are
tell you
upset
because
about
I recently got health insurance and it's a fucking scam, dude. It's like I'm paying like $300 a month, and I go to the doctor for my butt a few times. I'm still paying. I paid $25 or $50 every time I went to the doctor.
Ouch.
It'd probably be like
That's an eighth.
It'd probably be like $100 or more if I didn't have health insurance. But I pay $50 every time I go, and then they mail me a bill in the mail.
Oh,
Another
wow.
$65 bill.
$65.
Yeah. So it'd probably be more if I didn't have health insurance, but it's like, dude, why is everything so fucking expensive, dude? How the fuck do people survive right now?
Not going to the doctor.
Dude, that's fucked.
I haven't been in like 7 years. Maybe not that long. It's been a long time.
Yeah.
I am a medicine man.
What you should do is you should just go to like CU Boulder Med School, be like, hey, can you look at something for me?
Yeah.
Like, I'm a student.
I
Like,
can
this is
do
my
that.
first year.
Yes, I actually have been wanting to run into a dermatologist in the wild.
You know, I actually encounter this all the time. I'll drive a doctor and I'll start asking them questions.
That's good. If you drive a dermatologist, ring me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Ring me before you let him out of your car.
I'm like, hey, I have someone that wants to talk to you.
Because listen to this, bro. You seen the frostbite I got on my cheek?
Mm-hmm.
It's like one little dark spot, but that was like years and years and years ago, right?
It's like a triangle.
Kind of. Well, the other
Oh,
night,
the little.
it's like somewhere. I don't know where
Yeah.
it's at.
Yeah.
But dude, the other night, I woke up and I went into the bathroom and I flicked on the light and I looked in the mirror, and it had like a layer to it. It had something where I was like, what the fuck is going on here? It didn't really hurt, and I like was able to scrape off like tattoo ink, like a layer of skin off of that was like black. And then and then as I did it,
Might have been dry skin.
well, it looked darker. Here's why I noticed it is because it looked, usually it's like kind of hard to see, But I seen it like so evidently. I was like somebody took a Sharpie and just went like that. And I was like, what the hell? And it was right where the frostbite was from like 8 years ago. You know, that happened so long ago.
Did you Google it?
No. I'm waiting for a dermatologist.
Yeah.
I can't trust Google.
Yeah.
Google will freak me out.
Yeah. Don't.
But yeah, bro, it was like when I kind of scraped it off, which I hesitate to use the word scraped because it wasn't like that. It was like the glue, like a gluey substance, that you might have on like
maybe you just
no, it was black.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying.
It was
like
black.
I scraped it off and it was black.
Yeah.
And that was still there in the same shape.
Yeah.
But it was a lot lighter, like a tattoo that faded. It went back to like its normal color. So I'm like, what happens to frostbitten something? Because it's still a part of my face.
Yeah.
But it's never healed.
Yeah.
And this was from like, this really wasn't from long. This was from like 20 minutes exposure maybe.
Wow.
To like super negative temperatures.
Damn.
And that was just the part of my face that like I didn't have covered.
I'm not afraid to admit it. I've busted on my face before.
Well, that's a great thing to admit.
Is it?
Sure.
Didn't like it.
Nobody had asked. And then you didn't like it. You could have not told anyone.
I just felt like I had to say something.
I think you'll be proud of that later on when you can't hit nothing with it.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like
later on when you're just like, you're like, oh, I remember when I used to hit my own face. I used to give myself facials.
Yeah.
And now it dribbles out like a water hose.
Yeah. I'm going to be rewatching this segment when I'm 80.
All the days.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, but dude, I've read that like some guys that are like in their 70s and they can still like get it up, and that's like a common thing.
Yeah.
And dude, the technology by the time we're 70, we're gonna have like robot dicks.
You know who struggles? Diabetics.
Oh.
If you have other ailments that fuck with like your blood flow and stuff.
It's called sugar dick.
Sugar dick, yeah. I got that candy dick.
Yeah, a gummy worm.
Yeah. I personally think as long as I don't get diabetes, I'll be all right. That's one thing I am proud.
It runs in my family, so
diabetes.
I just got to be faster.
Wow, they should put that on a fucking
mug.
Yeah, give it to a cancer patient.
Yeah. Yeah. You're just not fast enough.
Yeah. So let me ask you this: if some cancer patient gets like a good Make-A-Wish and then they die, who inherits their prize?
Oh.
So like, what if their Make-A-Wish was like, I want a race car?
It's their Make-A-Wish roommate, and it just keeps.
Oh,
getting
that's so funny.
Yeah.
They were like, yeah, we just keep having Captain America. He just.
I have to come back again.
Yeah, they're like, we'll see you next week. He actually wrote in his will to Timmy down the hall. But no, like if they want something tangible and not like a visit from fucking Spider-Man, who gets that stuff? Do you think Make-A-Wish quietly goes and takes it back?
Yeah.
They're like, listen, we know he doesn't need the bouncy castle anymore.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I don't know what some of these Make-A-Wishes are.
The CEO of Make-A-Wish's house, there's all kinds of cool shit in it, dude.
That's funny. It's like the basement in Monster House.
Yeah. It's like a gumball machine.
Full of toys and shit. Yeah. So like the Make-A-Wish guy, should they be making money?
I mean, if they're working, they deserve a salary.
The CEO of Make-A-Wish, all he's doing is calling John Cena and saying, hey, there's a kid in Daytona who's dying. And he wants to do is see, and then like
When
John Cena's people take over.
When John Cena's like, does he have Down syndrome? Then I'm not interested.
You know, my algorithm's been throwing a lot of downs at me.
That might have been my fault.
For
Because
real?
I've been sending you some.
Bro.
I think I've sent you some Down syndrome videos.
They're like showing up on my scroll, and I'm like, I work with enough.
They're like, you like?
But it's like stuff where you're sending me stuff to like bait me because I'm not searching up. You know what it's been? It has sent me a drag queen, like a Down syndrome drag queen troupe that's world famous. And it just goes, the camera pans from one of them to the next, and they go, you know, they like introduce themselves.
And then they walk off.
Yeah, they're like, Vegas, we're here, baby.
Yeah.
And then next. And I know it's the fucking fucked up algorithm, because a couple months ago it was sending me little midget wrestlers.
Oh, yeah.
And it'd be like, you know, they'd be doing like wrestling promos.
Do you check the comments on these videos?
Yeah, I'm a big comment
Yeah.
guy. I'm a Reddit comments have taught me to always read the comments.
Yeah.
Because Reddit's had some good ones.
Yeah.
I saw now that's what I'm getting, bro, and I don't like the feed.
Yeah. I saw a good comment the other day. It was this pretty large girl, and she was like doing this dance to get Taylor Swift's attention, like day 200, blah blah blah, right? And the top comment was, "She can see you from her plane."
I left a comment that's got like about 300 likes on it.
Oh yeah.
And about 6 comments underneath it, replying to mine, where they're like, "This is the best comment. You win the internet." Blah blah blah, shit like that. And it's on this Alabama rapper. He's like, because that's the other third of my algorithm, is they send me like these startup rappers that suck. Some of them, most of them suck, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to be a better person and not hate on these people.
Yeah.
But I'm like, okay, it's kind of cringy, so I'm gonna watch it, right?
Yeah.
Well, anyways, the comment I left on this one guy's was, quotes, "We have Paul Wall at home."
Yeah.
And, he sounds like Paul Wall as he like raps, but he's like dorky and corny, and I didn't like it, so I left it in like all good taste.
Yeah.
And it's kind of been blowing up, like.
Oh, interesting.
But yeah, bro, it'll show me these awful rappers, and I am not saying that I was ever good. I'm not saying that
No,
was,
you're talented though.
Yeah, but I don't want. I'm not trying to compare myself to these people. I'm just trying to like. Part of me wants to judge it as like a.
But I think that's okay
artist
to
to
judge
artist.
it. I think it's okay to judge art and like recognize where people, because that's how it goes with comedy. Why is anything else any different? Like,
not really though. With comedy, I wish I treated rappers like I treat comedians. With comedy, for some reason, I have like the
soft
utmost
spot?
respect for you if you're trying this shit.
yeah.
The utmost respect
like,
for you if you're doing
but
it. It seems
for,
differently.
like for myself, like I know I'm funny, but I haven't put the work in with stand up because I have like funny ideas, but like I don't know how to form them into jokes yet. Like I don't know how to really write for stand up.
Yeah.
But like I acknowledge that I know I'm like not good at stand up yet. But like that there's like why can't we just be honest with ourselves about stuff like that? You know what I mean? Like why can't these rappers be like, okay, you're just starting out, you suck, but keep going. Like
that is true.
Like
because it's hard to filter out the people that are like giving constructive criticism like that.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
the people that are just lighting them up.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of that kill yourself.
Yeah.
Hate from Denver, you know?
Yeah, hate from Denver. I love that. That's the best format.
Those ones are funny, dude. But yes, I think that they're doing their thing. But here's the I always kind of want to see them doing bad, and then I click on their profile and they have like 80,000 followers. I'm like, I could be touring right now if I had 80,000 anything.
Yeah, yeah. 50,000 hot dogs.
So that's what I ate last year. That's what I claimed on my taxes.
Dude, that's a good app. Like, it's a hot dog app.
How many hot dogs you eat?
It just keeps track of your hot dog consumption. I don't
Does
eat a
it
lot
include
of hot
other sausages and stuff, or just the hot dogs?
Just hot dogs, and like you gotta scan the
fun.
hot dog. Like there's a QR code on the bun.
Dude, there used to be this game that we'd scan is a QR code game like Digimon, and you'd scan random QR codes, and you might catch a monster out of it.
Oh
And then you could battle
yeah,
other monsters.
I remember that. What was
It
that?
was awesome.
Yeah.
And I used to scan like every barcode of every book and it just had you scanning barcodes everywhere. I went to like the grocery store with my parents. I'm like,
Yeah.
deep.
That game made cashiers.
Yeah, that's funny. It was good though. It was fun.
Yeah.
Dude,
Dude, can I tell you a funny story I just remembered?
yeah.
It's someone we know. It's their story, and I wasn't even there. But it's just
Okay.
I love this. So it's the initials are JS.
For somebody that we know.
Yeah. You know.
You can tell me later. I'm not. It's not coming to me.
Blank.
Oh, I got you. JS.
Yeah. So,
I like JS.
dude, he's a good dude.
I love JS.
He's a good dude. He fucking did something mean though. That's why I didn't want
Is
to.
this recent?
No. This
Long
was
time ago?
when we were in like 9th grade, dude.
Oh, way forever ago.
Yeah,
I didn't
yeah.
even know him.
But this is kind of fucked up. This is a fucked up story. That's why I didn't want to say his name.
Can I guess what he did?
You're not gonna guess it, but you can try.
TB your house.
No.
Okay.
So, he's in Westlake, right?
Uh-huh.
You know, like the sidewalk that, like, like the green walk almost.
Yeah, the
That,
green
like,
belt.
green belt that goes through the neighborhood.
Yeah.
So he was at
Fucking
his
nerd.
yeah, sorry. So he's at our mutual friend's house, and our mutual friend had like a little hole in the fence, right?
Okay.
And there's this girl, like, I guess she like was a little crazy, 'cause she was like on rollerblades with like her like Walkman headphones on, and she's like fucking like coming down.
Whoa, yeah.
Like coming down, and Josh Stephenson, fuck.
Anyways,
We're in it now. I gotta finish.
yeah. So Brian did what?
yeah. He shot her with a squirt gun.
Oh, a squirt gun?
Yeah, a squirt gun, and she ended up like falling and made like a really funny sound, like something.
Well, that's innocent enough, dude.
Yeah, I guess it's not that big of a deal. I doxed that one kid last week or 2 weeks ago, and I felt bad about
Yeah,
it.
we gotta quit dropping names or have
Yeah.
a disclaimer.
Yeah.
You know, there's like this long hill where I went to elementary school. There's like a steep hill down to like my parents' house.
Mm-hmm.
And one day I skipped a rock, like as hard as I could. I chucked it, and it hit like 2 times, and then it hit the back of this girl's head. Yeah, and what sucked is that girl lived just a couple houses down on the street. I still had to pass her house,
Oh.
so she got hit in the head.
Can't take the long way?
No, you're really trapped on the block, unless I just turned around and ran back up a hill, which
No.
yeah, we're not going up hills.
Okay.
I hit her in the head. She freaks out. She runs home, and I start like it was funny too. My friends like separated from me. They were like, "How about you take a couple steps ahead of us?" I was like, "Fuck," because I
Fair.
was like, maybe I could just walk by, pretend nothing happens.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm walking down there, and I saw her dad in the door. He was at the door, like clearly upset. And I just walked up and I apologized, and I was like,
That was good.
yeah. And he's like, what'd you do? He's like, you threw a fucking rock at my daughter. And I go, no. I skipped a rock.
Yeah.
I go, dude,
He's
I was
like,
just trying to see
"Ah."
how far down the hill I could skip it. If you saw how far away your daughter was, you'd almost be proud of me.
You
You-
said that?
No,
Oh.
of course not. But I might have told him. I'm sure maybe I did try to
Yeah.
explain it. You know?
Yeah.
And then come to find out, she is like, I thought I'd never see her again. I'd do my best to avoid her, and then she shows up with her grandma to my parents' church that Sunday. Put me on blast in front of all my old people that love me.
Oh, they brought it up?
Yeah, she did.
Really?
As she saw me on site, Grandma, that's the kid who hit me in the head with a rock. And then I had not told my parents that.
Oh, no.
And so I like double got in trouble.
Double trouble.
Yeah, the first trouble I got in, I turned myself in to the dad. Sorry, bro. You know, maybe your fucking daughter shouldn't have a big old blockhead that I get hit with a tiny rock from so far away. Also, I think if you throw a rock at somebody and you hit them, you're a piece of shit. But if you skip a rock and nature gets involved, that second that rock hits and skips off of pavement, you're no longer the sender of that rock.
Dude, I almost murdered my friend when I was 6.
With a rock?
It was like
You threw it at his head?
It was out of anger and like just I didn't really mean it.
How big was the rock?
Huge.
Pebble.
No, like
Big rock. You didn't throw a
I
rock
swear to
that
God.
big when you were 6?
Okay, so this is what happened. So him and his brothers were at the bottom of this dirt hill, like you know the construction dirt hills.
Yeah.
So I'm at the top. They're all at the bottom, and they're for some reason they start throwing these like little rocks at me. I'm like,
Yeah.
what the fuck are you guys doing? So I pick up this big fucking rock and I throw it down there. Nails my friend right on the head,
No
right
way.
on the top of his head. And I distinctly remember him like there's like
Crunching?
it crunches, and there's like this like 2-second pause, and he's like, ah! And he's like running in circles. I'm like, oh my god, oh my god.
You're
what
like,
have I done?"
gotcha, bitch.
Yeah, and he like went to the hospital,
Oof.
and I was like, oh my god, dude, I could have killed it.
And you freaked out. And you just
Yeah.
did what? Gave him a concussion?
Yeah, I think I don't know.
That's pretty hardcore.
Is that crazy?
You didn't drop his name.
Connor.
Oh.
Yeah.
Call him out, bro.
Yeah.
He's gonna tell him this.
Yeah. Dude, he apparently like I don't remember this, but my dad told me later in life that like my dad's like, yeah, he was for sure gay. I was like, hey, he didn't seem gay. Like we were 6.
How does your dad know? Your
Because-
dad's like, I actually seen him, you know, behind Albertsons.
Yeah. I'm like, but then I wonder if like my rock made him gay.
Oh, like you hit him in the head, and he's like, "What is this? What's happening?" I don't know. One time I also threw an egg, and I hit this girl's the back of her leg, like her calf, and she was ready to kill me. I thought she was gonna have her family kill me.
Oh wow.
She was kind of scary. And then I also thought of this other nasty bitch from way back in the day, like middle school.
Mm-hmm.
I just was like getting in my car and I was like, ugh. I hated that chick off of how she behaved, her voice, everything. I was like, this fucking ghetto bitch I never want to see again or think about in my life. And then I thought about her getting into my car the other day and I was like, ugh. I'm like, man, from 8th grade, I remember her name. I
Yeah.
was like, her first name. And I was like, I just still hate that chick.
Yeah.
And there's been nothing to remind me of her or anything like that. So
You
I
just
think
think about her.
I'm like a petty bitch that holds.
Grudges.
It's not really a grudge. It was just my like opinion of her.
Yeah.
You know, she was like she was annoying.
You're not political, but you do hate annoying people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And also it doesn't help like when I watch the public freakout videos,
Mm-hmm.
you watch it in silence while people are screaming, and you just run through a script in your head like of how you would yell at somebody.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you do that. I do that shit all the time.
Yeah.
And the other day, I found a gardening spade in my car. So then I kept it in the cup holder, and every time I get to a spotlight, I'd go, I'd pull it out like it was some sort of knife.
Yeah.
And I'd say something like, you don't want to be washing these windows. I didn't say that.
Yeah.
But I just pulled it out like I'd have to present it like I was getting carjacked or something every time. It goes hand in hand with like the fake arguments I have in the shower.
Yeah.
I do that often.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
I had an interesting Uber drive last night. These college kids get in my car, and the one gets in the front seat next to me. He's like, "Cool if we boof it." I'm like, "What? Boof it?" And he meant hit his vape.
Oh, no way.
I'm like, do you know what that means,
Yeah.
bro?
Is this like young Gen whatever?
Yeah. I'm like,
What are the young ones called?
Gen
Gen
Z? I don't
Z?
know. I'm like, go Urban Dictionary boof, dude. You let me know if you
Wow,
want to
they-
keep saying boof.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Can we boof? Can we boof in here?
No.
It's free if you boof it. Look, I found more books.
Nice.
Does it look
dude.
better with all books?
Does.
Does it look like I'm intelligent?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Because you have different size books,
Yeah.
and my eyes are always attracted to the Mario letter books.
What is that?
That one book with the Mario letters.
I don't know. Oh, yeah.
What is that book?
I don't know. None of them are mine.
Cool.
I
Have you read any of them?
No.
No. Yeah.
Fuck no.
Still, hell yeah, dude.
I read like Star Wars books and stuff. Those are all like real books, like fucking A Mice and Men is over there and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I helped a comic move out, and he had to leave town and he couldn't take all the books because he was like on a flight, and I said, well, because he was really upset about it, and I said, congratulations, you're donating these books to the fucking library or something. But no, he was devastated. So I said, listen, dude, I'll hold on to all your books. And you can either come back to town or get them, or when you move to L.A. and get a spot, I'll drive these books out there to him.
What?
Yeah, because I want to go stay in L.A. and do some open mics.
Yeah.
So I said, that'll be the scenario. When you get a spot in L.A., let me know, and I'll drive out there. I'll bring all your books back to you.
Nice.
Because it's a nice collection. If you brought somebody over here that had some brains, they'd be like, "Oh my god!"
Watch, it's like they're
How
all
tasteful.
fake books with drugs in them, and then you get caught.
Yeah, or they're like full of like money. All his
Yeah,
money was in there
yeah.
the whole time I've been broke. He knew I'd never read the books.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you go out there, the UCLA mic's a great mic because it's like real, like it's not other, it's like not comics in the audience. It's like college students. So
That's
it's like,
good.
Yeah.
That's good. The show tonight, I hope, is. I've never been there, and it sounds like a members only club. Sound like that's how they pay for tickets is through like their members. thing.
You know what it's called at an old folks home when it's that?
Wow.
Remembers only.
Nothing. Yeah, that's funny. Remembers only their hatred for certain people.
Minorities.
Yeah. This is gonna be like the second members club that I've played. The members clubs are interesting because the last one I didn't do very well at. But the last one they had a lot of money. And I think when a lot of money looks at no money, they're usually grossed out. I think there was a little bit of that going on.
You gotta just tell them you're like a rich guy.
I can't sell that.
Why?
I don't know how to act rich. I'll have two.
Yeah.
I look rich already when I'm at Cosmos.
You're like, yeah. You're like, I have
One
an
slice for you.
yeah, yeah. Just tell them you have an energy drink servant.
Yeah. What's the cost of two?
Yeah.
Double.
Yeah.
No problem. I'm rolling in it.
Yeah. There you go.
Have you got nacho cheese with your Cosmos?
I hate nacho cheese.
Really? Why? Where did that come from?
think my mom's side.
Oh, like everybody on that side's like anti-nacho cheese. That's crazy.
Nah, I'm kidding. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just don't like not. It's just too fake.
Okay.
You know, I taste right through you.
Are you a green chili guy?
Ah,
We're in Colorado, man.
I don't know.
Choose your words.
I don't know if I've had it.
Ever? Like a handheld burrito, smothered fries?
I think I actually might have just had it.
Just for the first time.
No, I just don't know if it's green. It's just green. I just had green salsa, but I don't know if it's green
Whoa,
chili
no.
salsa.
That's that arrogance talking.
What, excuse me? Aryan
It was
arrogance?
that Aryan arrogance.
Aryan. Yeah.
No, green chili is the truth, bro.
Yeah. Dude, like we've come together. A Jew and an Aryan have formed a podcast.
Don't call me an Aryan.
Well,
I
you're
want nothing
bald,
to do
dude.
with those fuckers.
You're bald, bro.
No, this is alopecia. You can call me Jada Pinkett Smith.
Yeah. Jada Pinkett Dan.
Jada Pinkett Dan.
Yeah.
I brought it up on the first episode, and I'll bring it up now. If a hair company wants to sponsor wigs to me or something I could wear, I'll wear a different hairstyle for every episode.
Wait, so like if there was like an affordable hair treatment, would you do it?
To be able to grow hair?
Yeah.
Ooh, I wonder, what does the hair look like? I want to be in more control because I don't think I liked the way my hair ever was.
And I like you bald. You're a good bald man.
You know what? I think the next evolution of me bald is going to have circular glasses like Penguin.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, or Doc Ock.
Yeah.
Maybe not those small, not like John
Yeah.
Lennon's. But I put on circle glasses.
I
And,
could see you pulling those off.
then I'd look like a character, like as the comic, you know? I'm going to have to start to brand myself.
It's all about brand. Some people have really good brands. I feel like I'm brandless.
No?
I have a brand?
Yeah.
What's my brand?
Jew skateboarder.
I dress like a skateboarder?
No, I just think that's like the brand.
Yeah.
Oh,
I thought of a video where I go to a skate park with rollerblades on my feet and my hands.
yeah,
And I try to like drop in and shit.
that'd be cool. You'd have to might be a little hard, but
It might be.
I give that one a thumbs up.
Yeah.
Yeah, try it out. I'll film.
Cool.
I'll film some of these goofy ones. I'm telling you, I watch ones where I like the ones where they're kind of like little pranks. You know, and there's ones where they're pretty cheap. One guy was like, "Hey, can you take a few photos of me?" And then he did really gay stuff in the photos, but he'd pick like a really scary guy, and he'd be like, "Will you just take a photo or two for me real quick?" And then he would do hella gay shit, and the guy would get upset, and it was hilarious. You can't do stuff where you destroy shit, like in the store. You know, don't do legally anything illegal.
I want like when one of my parents dies, I'm gonna like go everywhere and ask if like they have a dead parent discount.
Be like, do you have that dead parent discount?
Then they say no. Then it's like, all right, this video's not funny actually.
Yeah, it's just a sad.
It's just a sad one.
It's a full price video.
Yeah, it's a full price video.
I like scare ones.
Yeah,
where you scare people.
Oh, dude, I got a funny video to show you. Actually, I don't want to ruin it. Oh, dude, did I tell you about my Thanksgiving?
No.
I didn't tell you about this. I had the saddest Thanksgiving.
Oh, are you sure you want to share it?
Yeah, I don't care, dude. I got no shame. So my whole family was out of town, so I was by myself. But I was like, you know, I got to work anyway, so it's like fine. So I'm working all night, right? It's busier than I thought.
Making good money.
Pretty good money that night, and I'm like, dude, I am craving breakfast. It's like
Yum.
it's like 9 o'clock at night. Okay,
Sure.
Craving breakfast. I'm like, I'm gonna go to Cracker Barrel. So I get there. I go into Cracker Barrel. I'm like, table for one. that's sad enough on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And then the lady says, "Oh, sorry, our dining room just closed." I'm like, "Well, can I do a to-go order?" She's like, "Yeah, you got to go around to the other side of the building." So I go around. I'm like, "Oh fuck, I got to be in my car." So I get in my car, and then the lady comes to my window. It's like I didn't know Cracker Barrel was a drive-through.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah. I'm like, "Hey, can I do breakfast?" She's like, "We're only doing Thanksgiving dinners." And I'm like, "All right, I'll do that." And so I get a Thanksgiving dinner, and I eat it alone in my car.
Hilarious. Was it good?
No.
Oof.
Yeah. And so, but here's the other thing. I eat it alone in my car, but I didn't want to eat it in the Cracker Barrel parking lot where she could see me. You
Yeah.
know? That's awkward.
So you ate it at Best Buy.
No, I went across the street to this abandoned mall.
Oh, nice.
So I had Thanksgiving dinner alone in the parking lot of an abandoned mall, dude.
Nice, bro.
And then the best part was my first ride after that, he gets to my car and like he was like, "It smells like Thanksgiving dinner in here."
That's funny. So he was kind of like a late guest to your
Yeah,
Thanksgiving.
yeah. So I guess I wasn't alone.
You hosted Thanksgiving
Yeah.
this year.
I'm like, "Sorry, we're all out of food."
Yeah. There's some tears left if you want some of those. You know, I went to my cousin's house
Nice.
and everything was going fine. Watch a little bit of that football game was fun to
Mhm.
watch.
Which one? There's 3.
It was the one in the middle of the afternoon.
Chicago.
Yeah.
No.
The Bears versus somebody maybe.
Lions.
Lions.
Yeah.
I think so. And there's a couple people I don't know there, but it's a very small Thanksgiving. My family was like, my aunt and uncle was there, and then my mom and dad, and we were at my cousin's house. But my cousin had like his wife's family over, and so it was cool,
Mm-hmm.
and everything's fine. And I still have this thing where I'm like, ugh, I want to step out and smoke a cigarette. I know that's gonna upset my parents, but I'm a grown ass man. So I step out, I smoke a cigarette. The edible that I ate earlier is really kicking in, so my paranoia about the whole situation.
What
is,
milligram?
Like, I don't know, because I've been taking bites off of 100. And so I usually split 100 into like 3. I try to get like 30 milligrams at a time.
That's a lot. That's a good amount.
It's supposed to be light, but I may have like 30 or 50 in me.
Okay.
Maybe not that much. Maybe 30 or 40.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm getting more paranoid about the situation. Like I smell like cigarettes and stuff. So I'm going to go in there, and it's like such a tight, cramped space that there's only 2 places to set up. There's in the living room with the TV or in the kitchen at the table.
Mm-hmm.
And I go straight for the bathroom. There's somebody in it. I can't wash my hands. So I'm like, what do I do? Well, I grab like a slice of dessert, and then I sit down here and I just try to mind my business. Everyone's in the kitchen. Nobody's in the living room at this time. So I go in there and I'm sitting at the living room, and I'm like eating this pie, and I'm looking at my phone, and I'm like, okay, cool. I can air out, you know. And then I turn and I look, and I'm feeling high, right? I'm feeling like high and still a little paranoid, but I look, and here comes my mom. And she pulls the chair out next to me and sits down, like so close to me. And she goes, "So talk to me." And their behavior, I know this might be sweet. She just wants to like,
Yeah.
but I'm like, no. I was like, this is the worst time for me to talk to you.
Mm-hmm.
Because now I'm going to look high. You're going to smell cigarettes and think, oh, he's probably smoking weed out there. My fucking paranoia is going crazy. I'm like, my childhood has been.
Did you say
crazy.
no though?
No. I look at her and I'm like, you know, about what? Oh, just talk to me. I want you to talk to me. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
And then and I got nothing to say. You know, like, I really don't have anything to get into. my uncle comes and sits down. I'm like, thank God. It kind of.
He's like, so talk to me.
no. He's normal. So he just comes and sits down, smiles. He doesn't fucking come and start an interrogation here. And I'm like, I'm just trying to well, tell me about the show. Oh my God, I fucking already covered this.
Yeah.
But I'm like, this is how the show went. It was good. I don't know what to tell you. I'm having fun. I feel like I keep having a reminder, like, this is what I'm trying to do. I'm having fun here. This is great. I don't know what else to tell you. Uncle Jay will like ask a question appropriately, and I'll be like, oh yeah. So he like alleviates it a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, it's every family event I want to go high to because they're my family and I love them and I just want to chill and be myself and be high.
And it's just fun to be high.
I know. On those days, it's like, it's Thanksgiving. You should eat an edible. It's fucking Christmas Eve. Let's fucking smoke a joint and go to church.
Can you think of a scenario where you don't want to be high? Because I can't. Like maybe like
sometimes,
like if you're facing a firing squad.
I'd be high for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But no, when I don't want to be high is like
I'll be high for that.
Maybe in the morning. I don't know.
I like a morning high.
I do too. There's nothing against it, but like, for instance, today I didn't smoke weed until I took those dabs.
Yeah, and it is
So
nice to have the clear-headedness.
All day.
Yeah.
And all day I've just been chilling. I've been good. But yes, like those family events I want to be a little stoned for.
Yeah.
But then I still always feel like, oh my God, you're staring into my eyes. You're looking for how fucked up am I.
Oh, I got a scenario. You
All
don't
right.
want to be. If there's an emergency.
No, that's when it's cool to be a little delayed.
Why?
Because everyone panics during emergency, but if you are delayed and you're like, you process it a little bit better.
You're a little more chill.
I think so.
Yeah, but that's not the time to be chill. I mean, you could argue there are scenarios where it's like it's good to be the chill guy in the emergency, right?
Sure.
But then there's other times where you got to be like kind of like on it, right?
Yeah.
And
The only time that it sucks is talking is with my parents or my boss.
Chris?
Yeah.
Fuck, that's fine.
No, I feel like I'm about to get in trouble with him too when I'm like super caked and he's like, "You okay?"
Yeah.
That's like, yeah, I'm just fucking on 80 milligrams. Like,
Yeah.
I'm riding a rocket to Russia. Please don't ask me again.
Yeah.
So those are the only times I don't like it.
Yeah. But the rocket can land itself.
Oh, sometimes performing.
Oh yeah, that is true. I've not been able to do stand up high yet.
Bro, that's why I think the W I did it sober and I didn't like my set. Felt like I should have calmed my nerves a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I've only tried it a few times high, but I don't know if it was me being high or if the material wasn't good or I just didn't prepare enough. So I'd be willing to try it more.
The material, you got to know what jokes you're going to tell, which I don't know for tonight. I think I'll do my weight loss stuff. I don't know what my opener is right now.
Okay, so tell me about do do an opener catered to the setting and to like the vibe
Of that place?
Yeah, let's talk about the vibe.
I don't know. It seems like a members club.
Okay, you could do
Business professionals. They're very intent on marketing the hour of like networking before the show starts. So, this is like a house of learning doctors, so I can make a joke. I don't know. I love being in a professional setting like this because, generally I'm not. I kind of see.
You could ask about the thing on your face to them.
Yeah, if they're doctors. I don't think they are doctors, but is there a dermatologist in here? Let me fucking derail this set for 3 minutes and figure out this shit on my face.
Yeah.
Or just come up here and figure it out while I tell jokes.
Yeah.
She's like, fucking in my business, like taking samples.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. So do you think I should start with like just a one-liner? Somebody said start riff with the crowd, get them on your side, and then start telling jokes. I think that was advice Sam Talent gave to somebody.
Yeah, I think that's a good play for sure because it kind of loosens you up. It loosens them up too, you know?
What is there for me to riff on? I'll have to see who goes up first. And here's the other thing, bro. A little bit of imposter syndrome with this lineup in this show. I'm having because
don't feel that way at
they're
all.
good comics. These are professionals, like people I haven't even crossed paths with that I'm intimidated by. That's everyone else on the lineup tonight. Like
That's
I feel
okay.
so out of place on that
Dude,
show.
don't dude. You're where you should be.
It's like
you're
they're-
working hard. You're there.
It's like they're
You're
throwing
there.
a bone to like the junkyard dog.
Well, then fucking be the
Be the dog that pisses on their carpet.
Yeah,
Okay. I
yeah.
will I'm gonna do my set, sniff crotches, and then take a shit in the corner under the
Yeah.
desk.
yeah.
And drinks, I don't drink before I do stand up really. Maybe I'll have a drink tonight. I don't know.
Yeah.
I love having no rules.
Maybe
but-
like comments on the quality of their toilet paper in the bathroom.
Okay.
I don't know.
Do that, yeah. It's interesting. I'm excited to do it though. I feel like this was a good thing to wake me up. Because all day I was supposed to get up early and do my laundry and I couldn't get out of bed, bro. Granted, I stayed up late. I slept a little bit on the couch. Did that thing where I woke up, I'm like, fuck. Turn the TV off, take a piss, go to bed, and then wake up hours later and be like, oh shit, it's already like 9:30. I need to get up and do this laundry and have these plans. And I was like, you try to get up and you're like, I ain't getting up right now. I should sleep so I don't get sick. And then you sleep, and then it's like 1 o'clock. It's probably when I got up. It's not good. But I've been up late through the night, so by 8 p.m. I should be fucking wide awake naturally, because it'll be like my noon to a normal person.
Totally. So I'm just trying to think about bits.
I could do the Hot Pocket one. It'll lead into like my gym material, but then I have to figure out a strong closer to end on. It could be the Vietnam joke. It could be like I don't know. I'm still trying to work out parent stuff.
What's the Vietnam joke again?
It's my girlfriend puts a plant in the shower, expects me to shower around it. I bent over to scrub my toes. I got assaulted by a split leaf philodendron. She's moved the humidifier into the bathroom with all the plants. I'm waking up with a dry throat and then shitting in Vietnam. And they go, ah.
Yeah. That's funny.
But that doesn't really tie to anything else. Banana bread. I should tell that one just because I haven't told it in a long time.
I kind of think the gym bit is a good closer.
It is. The gym stuff works good, but it ends usually on banana bread. I could, you know what? Maybe I'll start with banana bread tonight.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm trying to eat healthy.
No, we got New Year's resolutions coming up. I'm trying to
that's
eat
true.
healthy.
I'm trying to eat healthy today. Or I could just say, you know what? Last night, what did I eat yesterday? Every day what I eat is disgusting to a normal human being. Yesterday I ate 2 slices of pizza and I had Moe's Bagels. So, I guess that's not too bad. But somehow find a way to start with banana bread. I don't know. Maybe I throw it all away tonight and not give a single shit and try to be as funny as possible. What sucks is one of these other guys is a producer for a show that I want to do, so I want to look good in front of him.
I would like rely on your polished material, but yeah, try to riff a little bit.
Have a little fun,
you
too.
know? Yeah, like I think there's like a balance there, you know. And like, dude, because you're good on the spot with the roasting, and like, you know, you're good at not
Yeah.
taking it too far. Like,
Maybe I'll start roasting the audience. I was lately. I've been starting my sets with roasting myself.
yeah. And
I don't know
then,
if I always like that.
I mean, I think it kind of opens you to roast the crowd.
If I roast myself first,
Yeah, maybe that's
Yeah.
a good way to kind of go about that. But
it all depends on how I dress too. I realized I wasn't dressed preppy the other day, and I tried to do my bouncer at a Bible study joke, and it didn't go very well. And I go, oh fuck, I don't look like the bouncer at a Bible study tonight. Like, I look like fucking Kirby sucked in a ska band.
yeah.
That's how I was dressed, all punk rocky.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm excited, bro. I'm gonna figure it out. You got any
Yeah.
other crazy stories?
Dude, I think we're all good here.
Yep, it was a good old episode. What are you gonna guess? 111.
Yeah, that sounds right.
111. All right, follow us. Leave us something. Hit us up. Don't just be a listener. The long time listener, never caller. Call us.